Uh-oh.
Oh, Sherazad, you arrived a lot sooner than I expected.
It's Lugren and his little beanie hat.
I appreciate you coming all the way from Roland.
How you doing?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Lugren? Did someone tell you that we were coming ahead of time?
Yes, I received a call from Aina not that long ago.
Oh, yeah?
So that means these two kids with you are Cassius' children?
Yes, that's right.
Children style.
It's nice to meet you, sir. I'm Estelle Bright.
And I'm Joshua Bright. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I'm Lugren, and I oversee the Bose branch. Your father and I go way back. Please, just call me Lugren.
Sure, we'll do that. That said, could you give us a quick update on the missing airliner incident?
Yes, about that. The Royal Army is still continuing its search.
Oh, yeah?
However, with the Army's current restriction on information, no public updates on the situation have been made.
That sucks.
And not only has the general public been kept in the dark, but the Guild hasn't heard a word either.
Really?
So basically nobody knows anything. It's pretty much par for the course.
Why not? Aren't the Army and the Guild supposed to be cooperating together?
Well, that's the way it is on the surface anyway. But, in actuality, there's a lot of opposition between both parties on a number of aspects.
Yep, and that will be a thing.
So, pretty much what you're saying is that it's a bunch of jurisdictional disputes, right?
It's politics, didn't you know? Political climate, even. Crossbell style.
I hate to admit it, but that's the situation. In addition, General Morgan has gotten involved.
Did you just say General Morgan? Great. Now it really looks like things are going to be a pain.
Nobody likes General Morgan. Guy's kind of a dick.
General Morgan? Who's that?
Captain Morgan, even.
He's famous for repelling the Imperial Army's invasion 10 years ago. You should have read about him in the history books.
Amazingly enough, I don't recall the name.
That's a shame.
So, what's the big deal with this famous guy anyway?
From what I've heard, he's not the biggest fan of the Bracer Guild. Hates bracers, in fact.
Pretty much.
It seems he even makes it a point to routinely assert that there's no need for a Bracer Guild.
I heard he also hates vegetable sandwiches as well.
Sounds like a real whack job to me. So what you're saying is that we're not getting any information because of this general?
That's not really important at the moment. What really matters is bracers are being prohibited from entering the regions they are investigating.
Well, that sucks.
And because of that, it's causing conflicts with our other work.
Conflict style.
But we came all this way here from Roland. If that's the way it's gonna be, then it's time to duel it out with this general and decide who gets to investigate the incident.
You're talking like a crazy person, Estelle.
Keep your cool, Bracer. There are other ways. Such as the request we just received from the mayor concerning the incident. She has asked that we conduct an investigation from the guild side, separate from the army.
Males. Mayor style, even.
Well, that's encouraging news.
Mayor McCheese, even.
If it's an official request from the mayor, it'll be a great pretext for us to conduct our own investigation.
I see. Well, isn't this perfect timing? Lugren, we'll accept the mayor's request.
Cool.
That sounds fine by me.
Fine style.
But before you go, you two are junior bracers, right?
Yeah, why?
Junior bracers, so to speak, are members in training registered at various branches. In short, their performance is monitored by the branch where they're currently registered. And right now, for you two, that would be Roland.
So what you're trying to say is that...
We have to change our registration if we want to accept jobs here, right?
You've got it. Here, all you need to do is sign on these forms to transfer your registration.
We're gonna register, didn't you know? We're gonna be registered sex offenders.
Sure.
Our names go here, and...
Stella and Joshua filled out the registration transfer forms.
All right, it looks like everything's in order.
Cool.
Junior Bracers, Estelle and Joshua. As of this day at 1520, your registration at the Bose branch has been approved.
Of course, that's 320 for those of you down in Beaver City.
This means that you are now members of the Bose branch.
So you know, once you become a senior bracer, you can do any job without being registered to a particular branch.
That must be nice.
But on the flip side, your duties and responsibilities increase as well.
Understood.
So we're pretty much still newbies.
Well, it looks like now I'll be able to entrust you with the mayor's request. The mayor's residence is near the west gate. You should go there and talk to her directly.
We were just there and she wasn't there, you know?
We'll do that.
One time when a weatherman was doing a weather forecast when sex offender showed up on screen. And I bet it was right.
Understood.
Understood.
I'll leave the mayor's request up to you then. The mayor's residence is near the west gate of town. If you can't find it, just try asking around.
That rhymed. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, this place has 3 floors. Unlike Roland, which only had 2. How fancy. Da-da-da-da-da-ba-bum. We got 3 jobs! Well, one of which we've already done, fun fact. Revenue Monster. Elder Ryson, 1500 Mira, difficulty medium. A ferocious monster has been sighted along the trail behind Revenue Village. It must be sought out and exterminated ASAP. For details, please see me in the village. Ingredient Seeker. From Gwen, 800 Mira, difficulty low. I'm in a bind right now, as I seem to be lacking a certain cooking ingredient I regularly use for practice. Please bring tender poultry, 5 of them, to me. Gwen, at the Anteros restaurant. We saw her. And East Coast Monster. Bracer Guild 1000 Mira, medium. A ferocious monster known as a King Scorpion has been spotted roving the East Coast Highway. Of course, we already took care of that on the way here. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. We already completed it, sir. Reported results for letter carrier. 800 Mira, 2 BP. Reported results for East Coast Monster. 1000 Mira, 4 BP. Pretty good.
Good work. It looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back again if you have anything else to report.
Don't tell me what to do, sir. You're not my father. Okay, so we got Bose. So now we want to go see what the mayor is up to. The mayor. Mayo?
Wow. Now isn't this a gorgeous place?
We don't have any mayo.
Check out that crazy expensive looking chandelier.
Calm down, Estelle.
It looks like this is the mayor's place, all right. Now I just wonder if she's home.
Eh.
Oh, do we have visitors?
Yes, we do.
Welcome to the Bose Mayor's residence. May I ask who you are, please?
We're with the Bracer Guild. The mayor made a request to the guild, and we've come here to inquire about the details.
Well, I have heard from the mayor that we would be expecting you.
Cool.
However, I am sorry to inform you that the mayor is currently out at the moment.
Still?
She has gone to worship at the chapel.
Of course she has.
When do you expect her back, sir?
Well, let me see. Actually, I would imagine her to be making a return at any moment.
Well, we're kind of in a hurry to meet her. Do you think it would be all right to call on her at the chapel?
Well, I don't wish to inconvenience you.
Don't worry, it'll probably save the both of us some trouble. But if you don't mind me asking, what does the mayor look like? Like the typical wealthy person? Big hat with feathers in it, dripping gemstones from every pore?
Feathers? Gemstones from every... what? How... colorful. But quite off the mark, I assure you. How would I describe her? Should I say she looks splendid, or should I say beautifully mature?
You impertinent little...
If she could just find the right man, then I could retire in peace.
Huh?
Never mind. I was just thinking out loud. Ah, yes, this may help. The mayor has a maid accompanying her. That might be the easiest way to find her.
Technically, we've already seen her.
The mayor is being accompanied by a maid, huh? That sounds easy enough to find in a crowd of people.
One would think.
Let's hurry and head over to the chapel.
Chapel Hill, even. The mayor is currently out and has gone to worship at the chapel. He's accompanied by a maid, so please use that as a way to pinpoint her. Don't tell me what to do, sir. I will destroy you in Tekken 2. Ba-na-na-na. Of course, there were two people standing here before, now they're not. Imagine such a thing. Meh.
Oh, there you are! You're the maid we've been looking for!
And you are?
Estelle, that wasn't very polite. My apologies. We're with the Bracer Guild. We're looking for the mayor so we can confirm the details of a job she requested.
Oh, I see.
It's Lila.
Please, let me introduce myself. I am her maid, Leela.
Lila.
I see to the mayor's daily needs.
Fun fact, she has an even bigger role in the second game.
Being served hand and foot, huh? The worlds we live in are really different. So where's the mayor, if you don't mind me asking? Didn't she come here to pray?
She's playing hooky from her religious duties.
Huh?
I'm sure she's probably in the middle of inspecting the situation in the market. She took off after telling me to pray for her, too.
I don't know how I should say this, but the mayor seems like she has quite a unique personality.
Well, doesn't she sound interesting? Even if she weren't the mayor, I'd be kind of intrigued.
There is no doubt she's a capable person, although she does have a bit of an unrestrained aspect to her at times. Anyway, I'm on my way to meet her right now. I don't mean to sound impolite, but would you mind waiting at her residence? I will let her know you're there.
I don't know how to feel about going back there empty-handed. Would it be alright if we came along with you instead?
Come with me to meet the mayor? Well, I guess it's okay. Let's make our way over to the Bose Market then.
She's with a maid has joined the party, didn't you know? It's good times, really. To the market.
Wow, this place is really huge! I wonder where the mayor is.
Well, she does stand out in a crowd, so I'm sure you'll find her right away. Oh, Just as I thought.
The two of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves.
Uh-oh.
Trying to force up the price of food at a time like this by buying it all up? You're not fit to be merchants and bows.
They're being berated!
But, ma'am...
We were just thinking about how to increase sales for the bows market in general.
I don't want to hear any more from you. If it were other products, it would be a different story. But making undue profits on necessities will lead to negative publicity for the market.
Yes.
Return these goods to their original prices at once.
You tell them.
All right.
We'll do as you say.
Freaking inflating prices. What a bunch of jerks.
Now, I don't doubt your passion for the bows market, but I want you to understand this. Commerce, when you get right down to it, is the established relationship of trust between people. And believe me, if you do business with that in mind, you can become wonderful merchants in bows.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll do our best.
Better. Don't make her have to come back in here. You jerks.
Madam.
Leela! So, you came, huh? I'm sorry you had to see that side of me.
Actually, you did a wonderful job, as always. But never mind that. These people are here to see you. Please come back home immediately.
Oh, that emblem is... Could you be the bracers I requested?
Yep, that's us. But...
So does that mean that you're...
Forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Maybelle.
Maybelle! Not quite Maribel.
I'm the owner of this market and the mayor of the Bows region.
She's the mayor, didn't you know?
This restaurant looks super expensive. Are we really gonna have a meeting here?
I often use this place for business meetings. The food is quite good, too.
I tell you what, though, I heard the mayor of Bose was a woman. But I never imagined you would be this young.
Based on looks alone, I would guess that you're only 4 or 5 years older than me.
A young mayor, even.
Actually, I still feel like I'm nothing more than an unworthy successor to my father. My late father was the previous mayor, and all I did was inherit the rights to the Bose market and the political foundation which he set up.
The political climate.
That's, rather unvarnished self-evaluation if I've ever heard one.
After all, I'm just the daughter of a businessman, so there's no sense in getting high-hat about that. But anyway, would it be alright to go over the details of my request with you again?
Sure, that'd be fine.
Well, what I would like to ask that you do is investigate the disappearance of the missing airship and bring closure to the incident.
I mean, that's the plan.
I am of the opinion that bracers would bring about much more desirable results concerning this incident than the army is currently producing.
The freaking army, always screwing things up.
The reason being, we're not fighting a war. We're trying to find answers and solve a mystery.
Well, I, for one, would be honored. But don't you think that you're overrating us just a bit?
Just call it a businesswoman's prerogative.
I'm pretty sure it was Colonel Custard in the kitchen with the candlestick. Pretty sure.
The fact of the matter is, an influential businessman was aboard the airliner that disappeared. In addition, if the Royal Army continues to keep the Bose airspace as a no-fly zone, business is going to suffer. And just when business had been booming prior to the Queen's birthday celebration, too.
I see. So this is an economic appeal, right?
Yes, and it's something which I can't trust to be left up to the Army alone.
The army sucks.
So, what do you think? Will you accept my request for your help in the matter?
Well, we have our own reasons for wanting to investigate the incident, and we'd like to accept the job, but... The Army has actively been trying to exclude bracers from anything having to do with the incident. So, I don't suppose you could pull the mayor card for us, could you? Maybe show the Army who's running the show?
Excluding bracers, huh? This must have something to do with General Morgan, then. That man has disliked bracers from the beginning.
Yep.
So you know who the general is, Mayor Maybell?
And we'll find out why exactly later on.
He was a friend of my late father's. Tentatively speaking, we have a passing acquaintance with each other. So, I may just be able to do something for you.
Cool.
Meaning?
Leela.
Yes, madam.
Leela produced a sheet of letter paper and a fountain pen from her pocket and handed them to Mayor Maybell. Sure about that?
I guess this should be sufficient. Here, please take this with you.
Mayor Maybell's letter.
What's this letter for?
It's a letter of request to General Morgan. It is to inform him of my request for information about the incident as the official responsible for the region. I think this should be enough to get some information out of the Army.
Cool.
I see.
I see, I do not know.
But I wonder if that bracer-hating general will even meet with us at all.
I think it would be a pretty safe bet as long as you hide your identities. You would probably be best served by saying that you are messengers for the mayor.
I don't know if I like the sounds of that. Feels like we're lying or something.
It's not lying. We'd just not be telling him everything.
Nah.
Since this is a time-sensitive situation, I think we should be practical about it.
I guess you're right, Joshua. By the way, where do we need to go to meet General Morgan?
There's a fort called the Hocken Gate on the international border to the north of Bose.
Yep.
You should be able to find the general there. All right, everyone. I'm counting on you.
You just leave everything to us. If we find out anything, we'll come and let you know.
Leave it all to us.
I'll be looking forward to some good news. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day.
Goodbye.
So that's where we need to go next, but there's stuff we can do before that.
Alright, let's get going, shall we? The Hocken Gate is at the end of the Eisen Road to the north of the East Bose Highway.
In short, we need to head out the East Gate and then turn north thereafter, right?
Alrighty then. Hocken Gate, here we come.
Eventually. We got stuff to do before that, however. Bum 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 na 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 na. Today I'm gonna treat myself to a new dress. Hope I can find something I like. I'm sure you'll be fine. Do, 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 do. Mayor Maybell is the daughter of the late mayor. She may be young and a little rough around the edges, aren't we all? But she isn't the type of person to let herself be limited by her own father. Yeah, well... Oh! I forgot this room was even here. Sister Rosa. Thunder Rosa, even. The mayor leaving her maid to do the worshipping for her is something I've never heard of in all my years in the ministry. The Ministry of Darkness. Father Holstein doesn't seem to take any offenses at it, but for me it's deplorable. And the mayor of all people is the one person who I think should show their face around here above anybody else. Oh yeah? I don't know about all that, but you never know, man. Estelle style. The city has all kinds of merchants. First there are ones who open up shops in the Bose Market. Then there are the merchants who have their own places on the South Block Avenue. And then there are the trade merchants like Trino and Borden, Steve Borden. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that even the mayor is a merchant. I wonder how I can become a merchant. Beats me. But I'll at least tell you this. Anyone who can't do Sunday school arithmetic is bound to fail. He can't do math. Besides, I've never heard of a merchant who's bad with numbers. Mayor Maybell may be young, but she's quite the businesswoman. Her political finesse is one of the things we pride ourselves on as citizens. Ho ho ho! Don't call me a hoe. And did I mention that she's quite the eye-catcher, too? Oh boy. He's whimpering like a little puppy. Didn't you know? Huh? May I help you? So, I see you've met with the mayor. Please stop by again if there is anything to report to the mayor regarding her request. I've been informed by Mayor Maybell to let you in at any time. Cool. I can just come and go as I please, god damn it. Mayor Maybell is not only a beautiful woman, but she's smart and dignified. She's a smart guy. I really look up to her, and I hope that I can be like her someday. Okay. Have fun with that.
Miss Maybell may not look it, but she has been really hung up over these incidents.
Yeah, well...
There's been a string of break-ins, you see, if you hadn't already heard.
Burglar tools have been used.
If there is anything you bracers can do to assist Miss Maybell, I am asking you, as her lowly maid, to help her shoulder the burden.
How you doing?
I'm looking forward to hearing a good report from you, bracers. When you meet General Morgan, please give him my regards.
Tell me what to do. You're not my mother. Freaking people always trying to tell the player what to do at all times. That just does not sit right with me at all. Bum, bum, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Welcome. The Frieden Hotel began its business 120 years ago. That's a long time ago, man. Jeez. And has a long and distinguished history here in Bose. Please enjoy our hotel's atmosphere, which is rich with traditions. I don't think my grandfather was alive then. Sheesh! Good lord. I tell you what. Hey, there's somebody in here. After I finish work today, I'm going to first have a meal out on the town, and then have a look at some clothes at the Bose Market. A certain clothing store in the market has been pretty popular recently, and the designs are cute. I've got to check and see if there are any new fashions out that I don't know about. Oh boy. Fashion style. I mean, Lancer's fashion is pretty much just wearing a t-shirt and shorts. Woo! Shows what I know about fashion. A lot of people compare us to Auntie Rose, actually. But there's really no comparison. None whatsoever. Auntie Rose is where you go if you've got money, and this is where you go if you don't. That's a shame. Are you familiar with the Great Collapse? Long ago, there existed a prosperous society on this continent, contentedly thriving on high-grade orbital arts. Yet one day, all of that was destroyed by a cataclysm we call the Great Collapse. Yeah, that's part of the history of Zemuria. People often compare us to Auntie Rose, but it's like apples and oranges. You like good cheap grub, you come here. You want for hoity-toity delicacy as an excessive formality, you go there. I don't feel the slightest shred of competition. We appeal to completely different customers. I guess it's like comparing McDonald's and Olive Garden. Right? Doo-doo. When you're going to a nice restaurant, and I'm not talking about McDonald's here. I used to manage an orbment workshop, but then I took an arrow to the knee and had to become a bartender. Then one day I took a rather large loan and found myself in way over my head. So the workshop got handed over to my debtor. I lost it all. I worked my way up from the market and really thought I was on the way to making my dreams come true. He put he just said in mine, because there'll be a quest involving that later. Ms. Morano suddenly gave me the day off. No rhyme or reason. Far as I can tell, what the heck is she up to? With the airships grounded, maybe she just feels like we ain't gonna get any work done anyway. When we get busy like this, I always feel like I should be doing a million things at once. Well, if I'm to take on a holiday... Take a holiday today, then so be it. I'll get nothing done and like it. Oh, okay. I like getting nothing done. It's pretty awesome. But bow and arrow style, even. Ba-na-na-na-na.
So, you're going to meet General Morgan at Hucken Gate, are you?
Yes, I am. And it's not going to go very well, I'm sure.
To be honest, I am glad you are taking on the mayor's request. Recently, we've been dealing with a lot of accidents or incidents involving monsters.
Major incidents, even. Academic incidents, even.
Although none of these incidents have been very big, all of my bracers here at the branch have been tied up with them. And frankly speaking, since I had no free hands, I was thinking about asking for assistance from one of the other guild branches.
Cool. Fun with that. So we still have these two jobs to do.